Jenna Schaffer with the news. A shooting in Crawford County has led to the death of a Newburgh man. On Friday night, Indiana State Police were called to a shooting on Dillard Road in Birdseye. When officers arrived, they found that 57-year-old Lisa Harris of Newburgh shot her husband, 56-year-old Michael Harris. Michael Harris was treated for serious injuries at the scene by Crawford County EMS and transported to Jasper Memorial Hospital, where he later died. Lisa Harris was incarcerated in the Crawford County Jail for homicide. Lisa Harris has not said why she shot her husband. The investigation is ongoing. 15 new positive cases of COVID-19 have been reported by the Dubois County Health Department. 8 cases were confirmed on Saturday, 6 on Sunday, and 1 new case was reported on Monday. The Dubois County now has a total of 839 positive cases. 17 deaths have been reported as well. 6,785 residents have been tested for the virus. The best way to keep yourself and others protected is by practicing social distancing, washing your hands frequently with soap and water, and to mask up, Hoosiers. The Indiana State Department of Health reported 3,077 deaths, 94,196 positive cases, and 1,076,947 Indiana residents have been tested for COVID-19 by Monday afternoon. The numbers for our viewing area are as follows. Starting off with Dubois, 839 cases and 17 deaths. Pike is reporting 101 cases and 1 death. Spencer with 158 cases, 3 deaths. Perry, 196 cases, 12 deaths. Martin reported 117 cases. Davies with 495 cases, 23 deaths. Orange has 240 cases and 24 deaths. Knox with 345 cases and 3 deaths. Crawford, 64 cases. Posey, 214. Lawrence, 454 cases, 27 deaths. Gibson reported 317 cases, 4 deaths. And Vanderburgh reported 2,588 cases with 19 deaths. Now, to see a map of coronavirus cases by county, you can head to in.gov/ISDH. The Indiana Department of Transportation will start installing the first intersection conflict warning systems, or ICWS, this week in various locations across the state. These systems are said to improve safety at non-signalized, stop-controlled intersections by alerting drivers of oncoming traffic. According to the Federal Highway Administration, they reduce severe crashes by up to 20 to 30%. INDOT will install lights and signage to alert drivers driving through the intersection that traffic is approaching or there is a waiting vehicle. To be able to do this, the ICWS uses vehicle detection under the pavement to trigger the system. Drivers should still use care even if the lights are not flashing. Installations are scheduled to begin Monday and to continue into late spring of 2021. In the Vincennes District, these systems will be installed at State Road 70 and State Road 275 intersection, the State Road 65 and Boonville-New Harmony Road intersection, and the State Road 45 and State Road 54 intersection. The Dubois County Health Department will be offering a drive-through high-dose flu clinic for individuals 65 years of age and older on Friday, September 4th from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m., rain or shine. The drive-through clinic will make it more convenient and safer due to COVID-19 restrictions still in effect. High-dose flu vaccine for these individuals is covered by Medicare or private health insurance. Adults will drive to the rear parking lot of the health department at 1187 South St. Charles Street and present their ID and Medicare or insurance card. At this time, they are offering only high-dose flu to the senior citizens to protect the most vulnerable. You may call 812-481-7056 for any questions. Local politicians are working to help students with disabilities. With more, here's State Senator Mark Messmer.
Hello, this is State Senator Mark Messmer with this week's Messmer Report. Earlier this year, it was brought to the attention of the General Assembly that certain accommodations for students with disabilities were prohibited by the Indiana Department of Education on portions of the state standardized annual assessments. Senate Enrolled Act 346 requires the Department of Education to provide certain accommodations to these students in grades 6 through 12 on every section of these assessments to the extent permitted under federal law. These accommodations are required to be included in the student's individualized education program or IEP, or a 504 plan. This includes text-to-speech, screen reader, human reader accommodations, and calculators. It's important we give those with disabilities every opportunity to succeed. These students are accustomed to certain accommodations each day in the classroom, and these same resources should be available to them when they take a standardized test. Senate Enrolled Act 346 also establishes a task force which will, for 1 year, research the extent to which these same accommodations can be made to students in grades 3 through 5 without violating the Every Student Succeeds Act. In addition, this legislation requires schools to notify parents in grades 3 through 5 with certain disabilities if their children will not be given these accommodations specified in their IEP or 504 plan when they take standardized tests. After being notified, parents will have the opportunity to opt their children out of these specific sections. Lastly, this legislation requires at least one member of the State Board of Education be a licensed special ed teacher or special education director at the time they are appointed to the board. These changes are a great step in advocating for Hoosier children with special needs. Each child learns differently, and this legislation will greatly assist these students in their scholastic journey. As always, feel free to contact my office directly with your questions and concerns by email at senator.messmer@iga.in.gov or by phone at 800-382-9467. This has been State Senator Mark Messmer with this week's Messmer Report.
Thank you, Mark. Enrollment for Vincennes University is up. Enrollment numbers for the 2020 fall semester were reported during a call-in meeting of the Board of Trustees on August 26th. Senior Director of External Relations Sarah Fortune reported enrollment at the VU Jasper campus with 529 students, a 15% increase from last fall. Additionally, distance education experienced a 2% increase in enrollment to 590 students. The numbers were calculated as of the first day of classes. The enrollment increases can be credited to new enrollment, inventive partnerships, along with significant developments in admissions, marketing, and communications. University-wide enrollment decreased only by 4%, much lower than the national average between 10 and 30% for two-year schools. If you need to attend Hunter Education for the upcoming season, September has plenty of dates for classes in the area. Hunter Education courses are required for anyone born after 1986 wanting to purchase a hunting license. Right now, local courses are scheduled to take place in Linton, Montgomery, Dale, Huntingburg, and Marengo. Indiana Hunter Education courses provide instruction in the areas of safe firearm use and handling while hunting, as well as in the home, hunter ethics and responsibility, game identification, and conservation management. The classroom course must include a minimum of 10 hours of instruction. Most classes offered are 1 to 3 sessions. In order to be certified, students must attend the entire class, including all sessions. Any child under 11 years of age must be accompanied by a parent or guardian every session. At the first session, everyone under 18 years of age must give the instructor a signed, completed liability release form. This form must have the parent or guardian signature. To learn more about signing up for a Hunter Education course, head to register-ed.com. If you couldn't get Hulu to work Sunday morning, don't worry. It's not anything you did. CenturyLink, an internet service provider that keeps websites up and running, was down Sunday morning. This means that things like Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, Hulu, and other services couldn't connect, meaning they were useless to users. The company claimed that the root of the problem was a third-party transit provider. The issues were resolved later in the day on Sunday. We'll take a look at your weather forecast when we come back on 18 WJTS.